Ndizobakhamsha kahle as we talk.
Yeah.
Started.
Testing. Let's get it.
And yeah, but we're also formalize it.
This is behind the scenes. What about this? These are behind the scenes. This won't be the actual episode. So this one I'll upload it on my channel. It's on
The one that also.
Yeah, that's my personal channel. So because of transfer videos, it's a time to the device that I use to edit is kind of like a challenge. Since I'm using my phone and totally transfer video, it's not a memorized edit.
Oh yeah, it is.
So yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. So that's why I decided to just use YouTube and then just download from YouTube and then take to my device and edit.
Okay. It's okay.
And also it helps us to relax.
And also to have a story.
Yeah. Awesome. So we said that we started nice on our first episode, right? But we feel like we need to start from scratch. Well, we started on how did you meet?
Yeah.
And we started,
Which is
actually
still
we started
fun.
fine. Yeah, it started, but now it's all about you.
Telling the story. Who is this?
Yeah.
Like, to get to a point where we met.
Yeah.
That inspired me to my point.
Yeah.
I don't know whether we should start like from like back when.
Yeah.
Where you are, like those kind of stories, or to sort of make it short, or I don't know.
Let's start on your journey, and then as we are moving forward, we're gonna relate some of the some of the parts or the PowerPoints to go back when you were young.
I see what you
Yeah,
say.
because of the time, and also we don't want to avoid the viewers. You know what I mean? So the most important thing is to get the message across, and yes, through our stories. Yeah. So we do build up a story and then make a point.
Yeah.
And then build up another story and then make a point.
Yeah, no, I get what you say, because it would become redundant if let's say it's just like, hey, this is where I was born, this is like a sort of a timeline.
Get to the point. You know, and you know as humans how we are waiting for that point. Okay, what's the point that is trying to
And
make?
people now are busy.
Yeah,
They are
yeah.
busy. They want to watch something that is going to have, right? Not to say the story is right.
Yeah.
All of our stories are right. However, also we should be mindful
Yeah, this guy just lets his energy take over. You know what I mean? He will be just becoming himself. Just snap just like that. So please forgive us, guys. This is the awakening. I am Mandla, and this is my co-host Mzobanzi, and we've already shared with you how did we meet.
Yes.
So in the previous video. So now it's gonna take us through on who is he actually, who is Mzobanzi. And I'm trying to think of the name that you said before. You said it's almost like Bhonga, and it's supposed to be
It's Bhonga,
yeah.
the real surname,
Okay.
and then but because it's written Bhonga, the exclusion is French.
Yeah.
So some people call it Bhonga. You see, because it's written Bhonga, but the real surname is Bhonga. The name Mzobanzi. I know it's a very the name is quite rare. also some people find it hard to sort of
Yeah. And the first time we met, I need to we did shoot, but cause hey man, I was so blown away. I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Yeah.
I actually had to cut some of the parts of the video, but nonetheless, guys, I am gonna upload that video so that you guys can find out what does his name like actually means and stand for.
Oh yes, I did share.
Yeah, I did share.
When I was explaining that Mzobanzi is my actual name, African name, which was given to me by my grandmother. The meaning of
They will see it on the video when I upload it.
Yeah.
But now take us through your story. Tell us who is he.
Okay, Mzobanzi is a human being having an experience of what it means to be human, but spiritual. Don't know if that makes sense. So this is me trying to describe the indescribable. You see, that I experience. You see. So I would say I am a spiritual being having a human experience, and in the form of being contained, having an experience of the uncontainable. You see, so where did all that begin? It was a very long journey, because I used to live a normal life. I used to live according to societal norms, as to you go to school, you go to varsity, you graduate, and have a job, and go to work. I did all of that. You see. But as much as I had achieved a certain level of success, depending on how one defines success, but there was something just so strong yearning to be heard, feeling you see, and I could not deny it as much as I had a comfortable life, if I want to say, because I managed to achieve a certain standard of living life through the career that I've had in the pharmaceutical industry. You see. But that didn't fulfill me. There was this longing that I could not ignore, you see, because I had questions even when I started working after finishing university. In fact, by the time I graduated, I was already working. You see, but there was this constant curiosity as to find how to reach this standard that we've been told is to you. How's it going?
Mojo.
I'm disturbing the content.
Sure. Amza?
Am I not disturbing this content?
I hope so, and I pray so.
Yeah, manje phela jitas yabo ngiyabona kona ukuthi mina ngidingudeni yabo. But this stand, it's a problem.
Ini?
The stand
Is stand kuphela ne?
Yeah.
But
it's a
the phone
problem.
right.
iPhone ayinankinga. You know angithi ibank lena simisana
Yeah.
technology is more advanced. Uzothi camera or stand kaningi spam.
Sure.
Yabo. Yeah, bona ningayishaya guys mara le stand kona
Easy.
kungcono ngoba nisibeke kahle.
cishe ngaza neside mara
Thank
ngathi hayi
you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, sengitoni respect ane le decision leni esibali asinyatheli lapho baba. Yeah.
hayi mnaka sibonge mani sibonge mnaka
Yeah.
Siyabonga.
sibonge umusa wakho mnaka alright
Okay.
mnaka yeah okay you were telling us about the qualification that you held and the success
Yeah.
that you maintained.
Yeah. So yeah, I did achieve the standard that a lot of us require in order to be accepted in society. Like education, work, do all of that. But for me, I was not fulfilled man by all, and I was asking questions. Is this all? Is this all? I want to own something. I want to have a business of my own and just achieve something which ultimately propelled me to take a decision after a couple of years being in the pharmaceutical industry, where I was like, no, this is not for me. Leaving, I want to start my own business, which is the part of the reason why I want to join this one. Yes. But even before that, there was things that were happening in my life that I could not have answers to, like dreams, like I did not know what was happening, you see. And because I was in the constant pursuit of success,
Yeah.
that was at the back of everything. I didn't pay much attention to
Because you're just focusing on achieving
on achieving the
success that you
success
want.
that I want, because I come from a poor background. Never had sort of resources in terms of being like society and working industry
And where do you come from?
from a mountain state. It is called Bhonga. Lovely cover, yeah. So the Bhonga China, Bhonga,
Yeah, wait.
was
Thakazela. Hey,
Those are my clan names, both from my father's side
Yes.
and it is, yeah, which I'm very proud.
And both of your parents, they are still alive.
Yes, yes, I still have both of my
And how old are you?
How old I am? The body or the spirit?
And then always, always this energy people, whenever you ask them about their age, right? They'll say on paper,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
But the energy, it's ageless.
Yeah.
There's ways that you guys use. Like I'm so fascinated by that because I'm a big fan of Kevin Gates, and
Yeah.
Kevin Gates is an energy being.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll say every time when we have to speak about this age. Like, hey man.
Really?
On paper, yeah.
I'm glad someone else also, because I feel like when someone asks about my age, I need to distinguish what are we talking about, like the physical body or what is happening
Spiritual,
through
yeah, the
this
physical,
body.
yeah.
You see, because what is happening through this body is ageless. It's connected to something that is far beyond my understanding. You see, and it would be like not fair for me to put an age to it because I cannot fathom what, like how ancient, how old. I don't know. It's beyond.
Beyond you.
But I can say yes, the physical growth is 30. It's gonna be 34 this year, July 3rd. Yeah, so the physical growth, yes.
So I want to see my husband birthday gift.
Birthday gift, yes. Open to
Because
that.
Australia he
Yeah.
even gave us the date, you know what I mean?
And-
And the month. So yeah.
And there's also a spiritual meaning in terms of how when you were born.
Okay.
Have you heard of something called numerology?
Yeah.
There is according to this
Okay. So the star signs is the thing, what do they call it?
astronomy.
Yeah, is that
It's astrology.
is that the way that when you tell me your star sign?
Yes.
What?
It's very clear, but it's just that maybe it has been polluted by people's ideas
Yeah.
sort of
Throughout the
things.
years, decades. Yeah.
But in its essence, it's a cosmic energy. Because the universe or cosmos, it's a mathematical system. So how the sounds and all of that,
Then there was a well, this thing that's talking about what you just mentioned, the numbers 1 plus 1 equals to 1, 2 times 2.
yes, I know.
You know,
He's from Empire.
Yes, that's the guy.
Terrence Hall.
Yes.
Yes, I've seen that.
So he was telling the
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, with Joe Rogan.
My personal opinion, because I've had experiences where I have dreams of what he's talking about, the geometric structure. He's very deep, he has so much knowledge, but some of the things that he talks about, they are actually not only my experience, but a lot of people have experienced, even in the spiritual realm, because what he's talking about, the geometric structure, I've had dreams myself where I would fly, see all these complex equations, and it was at the beginning of the awakening journey that we're talking about. It was so intense in such a way that I didn't understand why I was dreaming about maths and it's so complex that sometimes I won't even remember what was the equation.
So experience the number
Don't know, but yes.
Because that's what I can relate it to for people who are not
No, it's not
awakened
even
right now.
just numbers, man. Equations of like integrated, sophisticated. It's just something I've done mathematics professionally. High school, specialized in maths, and even university. Maths was one of my majors, and physics and chemistry. So, as much as
smart.
not at
Guys, that
all.
was a good look. So when you're saying you coming from a poor background, that means when you went to university, it was NSFAS.
The first year for me, I did not apply for this. What happened was, because I was very good in school, I was a top student in school. I received all the accolades for almost all the subjects actually. Certificates and all those things. Yeah, but yeah, man, I was good, and what happened was my teachers were very involved, and they wanted to see what is it to achieve, right?
Yeah.
They called me and they asked me where would you like to start, would you like to pursue your higher education. I said yes, and they were supportive to a point that there's a school teacher, my life science teacher, which is biology. She helped me do my registration. That's how much support I received from my life science
What would
teacher.
what would you say if you were to watch?
Oh, she's not the only one. She's not the there's many people out there.
No, let's not
And I'm
digress. Yeah.
grateful and to each and every person that's kind to me, like there's a lot. It's hard for me to see out of
Yeah.
but for this particular part of my story, she is the integral part of the decision. And also one of my aunts from the family, from my paternal side, she
Yeah.
also contributed. So yeah, I mean, the background which I'm talking about pushed me. That was the only escape, education from it's nothing else. I wanted out of that situation.
So when you got out of it, now you started working. Take us through.
I started working and had my own place, took care of my family,
Comfortable.
comfortably. Yes. I changed the discourse of my family.
Where were you working?
I worked for one of the biggest pharmaceuticals in the country. It's actually the biggest. yeah. I won't mention
The name, yeah.
But yes, I worked there for a couple of years and until I became a senior position as a chemist. Yeah, and from different departments.
Yeah.
I went in laboratory where I did the oral solid dosages, medicine. Then I moved to my interview son.
Yeah.
I worked
And,
yeah.
and then yeah, man, you
But it was unfulfilling after some time because I got all that success, could afford everything that I wanted to. But there was just this longing inside of wanting to achieve more. You see, because I could feel that life is not sustainable for me and what I want to achieve is life. You see. So I think God was speaking to me to say, Amen. I have other plans, not this path. This path, yes, it was still me propelling the tool, but it's still the thing. So hence I moved to Johannesburg. There I moved with a vision, starting my own business, which I did, registered business. It was
media. Why didn't you tell me that?
yes. You see, when I said, man, there's so much to share with
I
you.
wanna own a production. I no longer just wanna, do what we're doing now.
Yeah.
I want the entire thing.
Yes, that is my vision. You know how I was actually inspired, how like in terms of why I should start a multi-media company.
Yeah.
I had questions, but I didn't have the platform. So I was like, let me create the platform myself.
That's how it started with me as well.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be in this one of the boxing interviews. I always wanted someone to come take me videos, edit them, send them to me. But I had no one.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, man. If that guy can do it, I can also do it. And me, I'm a go-getter.
Yeah.
I believe more doing things more than the theory side.
Yeah.
I believe in the
Practicality.
practicality
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
And man, wow.
Yes, and I did research like how to acquire the licenses. Yes, I did, and I registered the company. I actually named the company after my late brother's name. I called Martin. Yeah, and the vision to have the multimedia house, broadcasting, print, digital.
Man, hey, this guy, I'm busy working with him, busy talking to him. While he has the same vision as mine.
Yeah,
Man.
but I'm not sure if I still have the dream
You're
because
here with me.
yeah,
You're here with me, so that has to mean something.
yeah.
So if you no longer have it, you can pass it down to me. I can grab it with both hands.
You see, with how things have really turned out and evolved, I also had to step back and realize that I'm not in control. You see, I'm not in control. As much as I have the vision and dreams, I still need to be mindful that I have no control whatsoever. You see. So even with that dream, because after I have arrived here in Johannesburg, things didn't go to my plans. See, I went through what someone would call a downfall. It's when I arrived here actually in 2020, and I left my previous employer and almost just done my own thing. You see,
And you had some savings.
I had saved, I still could afford property. You see. And the flip side was that the money was already out. I didn't have any money coming in. You see. But that on its own, I feel like it had to happen that way so that the journey that unfolded after it was necessary. It was necessary. Because that's when everything started to shift. You see, what happened was I rented an apartment, and then shortly after I arrived here in January, and then March 2020, the outbreak of COVID. It was just all over
Yeah, I mean, that was well, for some people, it was a bad year to make business moves, especially videos, Yeah.
But we didn't know. You see, we didn't foresee the changes that were about to be. You see. So things changed because it was the very same year I actually downloaded. I ended up in celebrating 40th with the help of people that were just so kind to say to help you find a small Soweto that side. And I didn't know anyone there. But yeah,
And you're humble enough to downgrade, just like that.
to a point that after that downgrade, I moved back home. Not once.
So tell us the places that you own the apartment, the airport thing.
Yes, I've lived briefly the new development there. Back then it was still under, it was not as developed as it is now called Jewel City, but that time it was just buildings. You see the emerald.
Yeah.
Yes, I live there. I live there for a couple of months because it was still under construction.
Yeah.
Jewel City. It was not as it used to be.
Second one.
And then I moved yeah, a couple of places. I also lived in Joburg South.
That's where I'm from. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's actually called Octi.
Yeah. See those complexes.
I lived, moved everywhere in Joburg to a point that I've lived in my friends' couches. I've slept. Yeah,
So that was during the awakening
yes.
and the downfall.
Yes.
Or the downfall is the part of the awakening.
It is the necessary part.
I like the way.
It is
Yeah.
so necessary because what happened, you see, when I look at the events, right?
Yeah.
When I would reflect and look at the story, how things happen.
Yeah.
So, we are born, right? We are born with everything that we need.
Yeah.
But we are born into a world of conditions, a world of so many things that disconnect us from that natural born.
Because they say when a kid is born, they're born in pieces. They are not
Free, they are free, liberated.
What's the way that I'm looking for? They are pure, man. They have been seen. They are pure.
They are not judgmental, they are free children. If the world would look and pay attention to children, the world would become.
That's what my teachers kept on saying. That's what my teachers kept on saying.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Because they are the true reflection of
Life. The pure.
the pureness, the freedom.
And you see how they will be playing their imagination, their joy.
Their imagination is not disempowered or contaminated. It's free. They are creating, they are inquisitive, curious.
They don't
That's
easily get
who we
seen.
are at our core. But because we are born in these conditions of the world, they disconnect us from that. Like gradually, so it's like a process. Intentionally through the food, the schooling systems, like societal norms, sometimes even cultural.
And also even fabric.
Fabric.
There's also a certain fabric that is not good for your skin or like now the earphones, the Bluetooth is not good for your mind. Currently.
There's more, man. There's so much more. Psychologically, mentally, spiritually.
But to wrap it off, man. Sorry to cut you, man. But I just want you to wrap off your story. Yeah.
So yeah, when I lost everything, in fact, moved into the locations, I think maybe that's where I felt like putting something is happening. I don't know about something because I was away from my body for almost 3 years. Like completely disconnected from it was solitude, silence.
The mountains.
Before I could even go to the mountains, I was going through a very dark phase of my that's where I just wanted to end all. I wanted to end all. I could not see the reasons why I was going. I didn't know how to feel about. I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know how to connect. Not only with people, but with the people that but the more I prayed, the more I would find something. It's like when you are in the darkest part of your life and then light wants to penetrate, it wants to come to life. I think that was what was going on. What most people call spiritual awakening. This is where now the remembrance started to happen. It's like my soul was so yearning for the truth of what it is, and it had to take me away from everything that I thought I was, so that I can remember the truth or what I truly am. See?
Yeah.
And that's when I was praying a lot, and it was the only way I could connect to God. Yeah.
Guys, that's Mzobanzi story. You know, we would like to, take the longer version of his story, but amen. The world that we are living in right now, they can't take long form content.
But there are people actually.
Yeah.
There are people who are actually invested into the depth of the story. Because I myself I have watched a lot of people's stories where they actually given the platform to become vulnerable, share their stories authentically. So I think it just depends on the approach. There are people who watch 3 hours
Then those
and I do myself.
same applies here. You know, who's this guy? Always has the long form videos. Joe Rogan.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
especially his content is very long.
Yeah, and
So you know
here
what?
in South Africa,
David Mashabela and Pen Benelimiama.
Okay, yeah.
And who else? Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few people also here. No, man. So that means that those are the people that we will target. But as we are building up and building up our resources and all that, with time, those are the people that we are targeting, and they will get the fuller version of our episodes. But as for right now, this is what we can do with the time that we have right now. But
Which I appreciate.
I appreciate you sharing your story. I can only think of how many people would like to share their story, like that, like you. Especially stories like yours. There's quite a few people.
My story, it needs to be told. It is necessary. I'm actually compelled to tell my story, and I'm not gonna be shaking not to tell it.
Yeah. You have to. That's when we cut it off. What would you like to say to the people?
What would I like to say? Yeah, man. Just speak the truth.
Yeah.
Remember that which is forbidden. It's the end.
Guys, we hail from Mzobanzi. And see you on another episode.
Yeah.
We out.
Yeah, man.
Nice one.
There's so much to talk about. Yeah, my story, man, it's so vast, bruh.
Yeah.
It's so vast. Let me see.
Okay.
It's so